Hello and welcome to Sheffield Music Hub's primary school sing-along, and today we're going to be learning a song called I Like Books. At the moment, lots of spare time for lots of us to be able to catch up on some reading, and books are an amazing place to find out so much about the world, or just to take you away to another place using your imagination. So in a little while we're going to learn the song I Like Books, which I think you're going to love. But first of all, we're going to have our warm-up. You'll recognise some of the steps of our warm-up from previous weeks, and there are some new ones in there as well to help mix it up for you. We're going to work through a 7-stage warm-up. If you follow these simple steps every time you sing, you'll find that your voice is warmed up and raring to go. Step 1 is for your muscles to stretch properly, and those are the muscles all through your body that you use when you're singing. You need to get your blood pumping and your heart beating. So I need you to do something physical. What I'm going to ask you to do is press pause on this video now and, I don't know, go and run up and down the stairs a couple of times, or go and chase yourself around the garden, or put on your favourite song on YouTube and have a good dance to that for a moment. And then when you've done that, come back to this video and we'll get on with step 2. Hopefully you've been for a little run or a little dance and you've got your blood pumping and your body just that little bit more alive and awake. We're going to get on to the next step. Step 2 of our vocal warm-up is to get some of the muscles stretched that we're going to be using. And we're going to start with the bigger muscles all around the torso here that we use when we're breathing. So first of all, reach up nice and tall for me. And down again. Lovely. And arms up again, one more time up. And we're going to do a little climb with our arms, our shoulders reaching up like that. This is to stretch through the side of the rib cage there. Brilliant. Excellent. And your arms down. Very nice. Let's get our shoulders loosened up. Nice big circles with your shoulders. Change direction. That's great. And again, maybe go the first way again. Up and back. Brilliant. And then just lift your shoulders up, hold them by your ears, and release. That's great. That should feel nice and relaxed. I'm going to stretch these neck muscles now. So looking straight ahead, just take your head over slowly that way. Feel that stretch down the side, and then slowly the other way. And let's do that again. Back this way. And the other way. It's not about going fast. It's about going gently and just feeling that stretch. Back to the middle for me. And then look round over your shoulder. And round over the other shoulder. And back again to the middle. And then the first shoulder. And back again to the second shoulder. And then looking straight back at me, I want you to drop your chin down onto your chest and let your head look towards the floor, and imagine your head's getting heavier and heavier and pulling down towards the floor, and you just feel that stretch in the top of your neck. And then let your head go up to the ceiling like your head's a helium balloon floating up high, and you're feeling nice and tall and relaxed. Fantastic. Shake those shoulders out again, have a little wibble. Fantastic. I want you to imagine you've got a massive musical toffee. Pop it in your mouth, have a chew. Keep chewing. Now, because it's a magic musical toffee, it's going to get bigger when you chew it, not smaller. So let's feel that going on. Bigger toffee. Good. And maybe now a little small hamster chew. Very good. Very good. Very good. Relax. Okay. We're going to stretch our tongue muscles now. Stick your tongue out at me. Okay. Excellent. And the sound effects I was making aren't important, but quite fun. Okay, we've done a good stretch through our muscles now. We're going to move on to stage 3 of our vocal warm-up.
Okay, so step 1 is our feet. So we do our little ballet move with our feet down to the floor. That's it. Then step 2 is our knees. Make sure they jiggle. And step 3 is our shoulders drawing across, push down, and then sway your sides.
This is step 4 of our vocal warm-up. And we're working here on deconstricting the larynx, getting the throat nice and relaxed and open so the sound can come out nice and easily. So what I want you to do to start with is imagine something hysterically funny has happened and you're going to laugh, but you're not allowed to make any sound. Something like this. Hysterically funny, no sound going on. What you can do now is, with that same feeling of throaty laughter, big open space around here, inside your throat, you're going to get rid of the tension of the laugh that comes on your face. And just breathe. And hopefully you should feel that you're still holding your throat open and the air's just going in and out. You're going to do a little test to check that. You're going to put your hands over your ears and you're going to breathe in, thinking about that laugh, that giggle the whole time. And breathe out. And if you could breathe in, thinking about the laugh, and not hear any sounds in your ears, you're getting that openness, that happy, throaty feeling. If that didn't work, give it another try. Try and breathe in. No sound should be in your ears. Giggle all the time. If it's not working, you're probably not laughing hard enough. This is step 5 of our warm-up. This is all about waking up our breathing muscles, getting them ready to help the air move when we're singing in a minute. So we're going to talk today about how to make sure that the breath is working nice and low into your body. So for this one, I'm going to turn sideways. And you can see that when I take a nice breath in, the air's coming right into the bottom of my lungs, which means my tummy needs to get out of the way, and I've got quite a big tummy to get out of the way. So I take a breath in, my tummy gets out of the way, and then I want you to join with me and blow. And you'll see that as I've blown out, everything squeezes in slightly, because that's the air leaving my body, and my tummy's squeezing to follow that. When I've finished blowing out, all I need to do to take a new breath is let go of these muscles around my middle, and the air can rush back in through my mouth. So we're going to do that together. We'll stand, find that nice alignment we got in step 4. Take a breath in and blow out for me. Keep blowing till you're at the end of your breath, and then let go of your tummy muscles. And the air can come back in. Let's do that one more time. Blow out. And we're going to breathe in. Lovely stuff. Now, once you've done that, we've got that pattern. I want you to see, I'm going to turn back round so I'm facing the camera now. We're going to get a little pattern of breathing in and blowing out. And you don't need to do this at the same time as me. I just want you to take 3 breaths in and 3 blows out. Let's breathe together to start with, and then go off in your own time. And I guess somewhere around now you should have finished your 3 breaths. We're going to add a new step now. We're going to do 3 breaths in, and then instead of blowing out, I'd like you to hiss. You're just going to go sss. But whilst you're hissing, you're still going to feel that feeling of your tummy muscles just gradually, slowly, gently pulling in. So take your breath in, please, and lovely. So now that's what it feels like when we're making a sound whilst we're using our breathing. I want you now, we're going to do this in a rhythmic pattern. I'm going to click a beat. And I'm going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2. And what I want you to do is keep hissing all the way to 7, and then you breathe when I say number 8. And we're looking for that pattern of squeezy, 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 gently all the way up to 7, and go again on the next number 1. So let's do that together. I'll hiss at the same time, but I'll be conducting my 8 counts here. So are you ready? Take a breath now. And and we'll stop there. So you hopefully there have got the idea that as you're making a sound, your tummy muscles gradually squeeze in, and that helps the air flow out of your body. And as you take a breath, you just let go of the tension here, and the air rushes in. And that's our breathing warm-up. Step 6 of our warm-up is the bit where we make some silly noises and we start stretching the vocal folds and experimenting with the different parts of the pitch that we have in our voice. So today we're going to use a different sound to one we've used before. We're going to use a sound which we call puffy cheeks. And to make this a really easy sound to make, but it might take a little bit of practice to find to start with. So first of all, I want you to close your lips together like you're about to hum, and then blow behind them with all the pressure from your lungs so you get your cheeks puffed out nice and big like this. Bit like a hamster, puffing your cheeks out as much as you can. I don't know if you can see it past my beard. Here we go. Okay, now what I want you to do is once you've got that, you're going to let a tiny bit of that air out between your lips, and that'll be a bit like a hum, but a kind of buzzy, trumpety sounded hum. It goes like this. Can you give that a go? Remember, you want to feel your cheeks puffing out. If your cheeks aren't puffing out, you're not getting enough pressure, so you need to tighten your lips slightly. You're letting a little bit of air out. Take a breath in. Remember the work we've done in our breathing warm-up. So we think relaxing the tummy muscles when we breathe in. And now we've found that sound. If you haven't, press pause, play around with your voice, see if you can find that sound comfortably, this puffy cheeks sound. And then we're going to use that sound to just slide up and down through our range. And we're going to start with quite low, just around where we speak. And we're gradually going to stretch it higher and higher for a minute or so until we're really reaching those highest notes off the top of the screen that you can get your voice to, and then you can bring it back down. Let's give that a go together. I'm going to wobble my voice up and around, but you don't need to go at the same time as me. Just go up and down in your own time as your voice gradually feels like it's working. Take a breath and give me that puffy cheek sound. You're doing well. Only 10 more seconds to go. And hopefully your vocal folds have had a really nice stretch now and are feeling nicely warmed up, ready for the next step of our warm-up. Step 7 of our warm-up is our last step, and this is the one where we get our articulators working. So that's our lips, our jaw, our tongue, just moving around to make sure that we can make our words really clear when we're singing. And today we're going to do a tiny little bit of beatboxing. So you might have come across this exercise before. You can even get Siri to do it if you've got an iPhone or something. We're going to say boots and cats. Can you say the word for me? Boots and cats. I'm going to say it over and over again, and we're going to say it really rhythmically. So I'm going to give you a little conducting here. It goes boots and cats and boots and cats and boots and cats and boots and cats. And really make sure that you got those letters really clear and strong. Boots and cats and boots and cats and boots and cats. Now that's not beatboxing. That's just saying boots and cats. So what we've got to do now is get rid of some of those sounds, and we're going to get rid of the vowel sounds in those words. So instead of boots and cats, we're going to have boots, k. We're getting rid of the oo and the ah sounds. So it goes boots, k, t, boots, k, t, boots, k, t, boots, k. It's quite hard to make that b really strong. You've got to make sure your lips are closing nice and tight. Let's just practice that. Have a little rhythm going, and we want to see if we can make each of those sounds really nice and clear. Remember to find your alignment that we did in step 4. find your breathing working nicely like we did in step 5 of our warm-up. Mix that all together with our ready, off we go. We're going to make it a tiny step harder now. That was great work. Instead of boots and cats, we're going to have boots and cats and baboons and cats. We're just adding in a little extra quaver in our rhythm. So it's going to go now. Join in with me there. So ready, and off we go. And that's got your lips and your tongue and your jaw moving around nicely to help make the words clear. And when we come to sing our song in a minute, you can think about those feelings of how to make clear, strong consonants and use those to make the words you're singing in the song beautifully clear. Today's song from our partners Out of the Ark that we're going to have a sing through is called I Like Books. First thing I'm going to do is just sing you a verse and a chorus so you get an idea of the overall shape and the melody, and then we'll do some work learning the line by line so you make sure you're fairly happy with how the tune goes. So here we go. It goes like this. I like books. Give me wonderful picture books. I'll read to the final cover. I like books. Give me beautiful storybooks. I'll see what I can discover. Take a look at what's inside a book. You'll be surprised how words can get you really hooked. Just pick or choose a special book or two, and then it's up to you to take a journey of imagination. So now you've heard a good chunk of the song, and there's other bits, but they have the same patterns, the same verse-chorus pattern. Let's start learning the actual notes. And we're going to start with just that first line, which just goes like this. I like books. 3 words, 3 notes, very simple, but there's loads of work we can do in that to make sure the singing's really great. So first of all is to think about those 3 pitches. I like books, coming down in steps there. And then the other thing, we did our warm-up today using the beatboxing exercises. So I want you to really think about the sounds in between like and books. I like books. There's a k, a b, and a x that carries on there. I like books. Can you give that a go for me? I'm going to my turn, your turn. I like books. Go. I like books. Brilliant. Let's do that again. My turn, yours. I like books. I like books. Brilliant. The other thing we can do with that very simple phrase is make sure we start together. And it comes in absolutely on the first beat of the bar. So you're going to see the counting on the screen. And it says 1, 2, 3, 4. I like books. Let's do that together. So there's your starting note. 1, 2, 3. I like books. Brilliant. Hopefully you've got that first line sorted. The next line goes, give me wonderful picture books. Your turn, off you go. Give me wonderful picture books. Brilliant. We've got to sort out the timing for that. So it comes on after the first line. I like books. Give me wonderful picture books, with wonderful falling on the next strong beat, the beginning of the next bar. So if I sing those 2 lines together, I wonder if you can copy me afterwards. So it's 1, 2, 3. I like books. Give me wonderful picture books. Your turn. Ready, off you go. I like books. Give me wonderful picture books. I'll read to the final cover. And I just added the extra line on there for you. We've got that long note on read. Read. It's actually 2 full beats long, and we put a d at the end of that. So I'll read to the final cover. your turn. I'll read to the final cover. Let's put those 3 lines together. We have ready, off. I'm going to do that again. I'm going after 4. 1, 2, 3. I like books. Give me wonderful picture books. I'll read to the final cover. Sing that with me one more time. Here we go. Ready, off we go. I like books. Give me wonderful picture books. I'll read to the final cover. Brilliant. And then the second half of the verse is exactly the same pattern, same rhythm, same tune, just some different words, and it goes like this. I like books. Give me beautiful storybooks. I'll see what I can discover. And that's our verse. Let's move on to the chorus now. And the chorus is based around this syncopated rhythm that keeps coming back, and it's the da 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 pattern. Da da da. Okay, so I'm just going to sing you that whole first half of the chorus, and I wonder if you can clap along or da 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 along with that rhythm. So it goes like this. Ready, off we go. Take a look at what's inside a book. You'll be surprised how words can get you really hooked. And hopefully you notice that syncopated rhythm on take a look, side a book, prized how words really hooked. Can you try and sing that with me? And we've got the high note and then down one and then down again and then back up on that syncopated rhythm. So we're going to start with take a look, ready, off we go. Take a look, side a book, prized how words really hooked. Well done. Now we're going to add the bit in between them, and hopefully Rob's doing his clever thing with the words here at the side, so you'll be able to read along. We have this rising pattern in between each of those. So it actually goes, take a look at what's inside a book. You'll be surprised how words can get you really hooked. Let's see if we can do that together with the words at the side here. Ready, off you go. Take a look at what's inside a book. You'll be surprised how words can get you really hooked. Now the second half of the chorus is almost the same, but it has a slightly different starting note and it ends differently. So it now goes, just pick and choose. So we've got that extra high note at the beginning. Just pick and choose a special book or two, and then it's up to you. And then the last line's different. Let's do that bit. Just pick and choose a special book or two, and then it's up to you. Here we go, it's a just 1, 2, go. Just pick and choose a special book or two, and then it's up to you. Let's do that one more time. After 3, 1, 2, 3. Just pick and choose a special book or two, and then it's up to you to take a journey of imagination. And that's the last line of the chorus. To take a journey of imagination. Start low, jump up, and then come back down. Let's do that together. My turn, your turn. To take a journey of imagination. Off you go. To take a journey of imagination. Let's put that all together with that one go through the chorus. So here we go. It's going to start from take a look. 1, 2, off you go. Take a look at what's inside a book. You'll be surprised how words can get you really hooked. Just pick and choose a special book or two, and then it's up to you to take a journey of imagination. And then we start verse 2, which when you come to the video after this that's got the whole song through with all the song words, you'll be able to go straight into. Hopefully you feel like you've got a really good idea how the verse and the chorus go now. The only thing that changes now is the words, but there are some really exciting, tricky words to get your mouth round, and that's why we did a warm-up today that used the beatboxing idea to really get our lips and our teeth and our tongue. You can't move your teeth, your lips and your jaw and your tongue moving, ready for these clean words. It's the second line of each bit of the verse that we really need to think about. It's the bit where you've already sung, wonderful picture books. Can you sing that for me? Ready, off you go, wonderful picture books. Now, later on in the verse, you've already also sung, beautiful storybooks, your turn, beautiful storybooks. In verse 2, same pattern of the tune, but we get different words on that second line, and they are fascinating factual books. Just do that quickly, fascinating factual books. A nice bit of alliteration there with all those F's. Fascinating factual books. Right, my turn, yours. Ready, fascinating factual books, your turn. Fascinating factual books. Brilliant. And then we get another one that's another bit of a mouthful. It goes, autobiographical books. Autobiographical books. And again, autobiographical books. And if you don't know what an autobiographical book is, go and find out. Some great reading to do. And then in verse 3, there's two more mouthfuls to get our heads round, or to get our mouths round. We've got super silly laugh aloud books. Super silly laugh aloud books. Let's try that together. Off we go. Super silly laugh aloud books. Brilliant. And then the last tricky one of the whole song to fit in is powerful adventure books. Really think carefully about the adventure, the d and the v that go together in the middle of adventure. Powerful adventure books, your turn. Powerful adventure books. And there we go. Hopefully you feel ready to sing the song now. So like each of these, if you have a look in the comments underneath, you'll find a link that will take you off to Out of the Ark's full video of the whole song, so you can just sing along with a great backing track and really enjoy that. There's also some great activities for how you might use this song as part of your learning at the moment. Have a great time with it. See you again soon.